Hey, oh, this is exciting. I am live for the very first time. So cool. So, never done this before. So, I'm trying to figure out how to not only go live, but to share my screen, give you content, talk about what we're trying to do here. So, what we're trying to do on this site is this is a new YouTube that I just set up that I'm working on to show people and teach people how to do online digital marketing for little to no money. I'm not selling a course. I am not selling a service. So if you follow me, I just want you to subscribe, like the video, do all that good stuff so that we can get it pushed out and we can go from there. So there's nothing to buy. There's going to cost you nothing just to watch it, and we'll go from there. So, our short introduction, because I'm not going to spend all my time doing the who am I for half an hour. So, I am Tina. I've been working in technology for over 30 years, and I've been watching on social media all of these people that do want to make money, and they always are, there's people selling all these promises and they want you to come and buy their course. So, we're going to walk through this process together. So I haven't done it either. We're going to walk through this process together, and we're not going to spend any money. The only money we're going to spend is on money that's required to make the process work. So the very first thing you need to do before we can even start is you have to figure out a domain. So depending on how much you know about being on the internet, the URL that's at the top that you type into the search bar and the URL at the top, you're going to have one of those, because the trick to this and the goal of this is to have some place to send people that want to interact with you. So you need to do that. So the very first thing that you need to do is to think of a name and then go to a site like GoDaddy, type in the name that you're interested in. They'll tell you if it's available, and then you'll pay. Usually it's around $10 for the year. You don't need all the extra unless you want a dedicated name. But you also can do a Gmail account, because a lot of the stuff interacts with Gmail. So it's just as easy to have a Gmail. So don't pay extra, especially if you're working with a small budget and you're just trying to get started. So the next things we're going to do is going to be use free trials to learn and practice with these applications. See if you like them before you spend any money. So we don't want you going out and having to buy something or spending a lot of money and then either being too confused or not really understanding how to use it or why you bought it and what all it can do. So there's tons of applications and platforms and products and all kinds of stuff out there to use. So you want to make sure that you are using the ones that offer you the most bells and whistles and things to do for the best price, but also that you can learn and use. So we definitely don't want to be trying to do all this stuff and not understand the tools that we're using, because then you're not going to be able to get a full advantage of it. So I'm going to share my screen right here, and I'm going to pull up the one of the very first things that we're going to have to do, like I said, is you have to get into a domain. So you have some place to send people and ways to get them someplace to send them, right? So I'm going to come here, go to my profile. Let me see if I can refresh this. So I'm sharing my screen right now, and this application is called High Level. So it is it's an application that lets you do a lot of different things. So it has a dashboard that kind of walks you through what you can do. You can go to these Zoom calls at any time. If you click on these Zoom calls, it'll take you right there 24/7. I don't know if it's 365, but basically it's 24/7 as far as I've learned. But you can kind of see some of the different things. This is from an agency standpoint. So with this, you could set up your website. You can link it to Stripe. So if you're taking in money, if you're selling something, so think of for all the people who have Stand Store and those kinds of things, this replaces that. You have an affiliate so that if you like it, you can then sell it to other people. It has a whole group of people that you can work with. There's Facebook groups, there's memberships, there's all kinds of things that you can do with it. And then you also have sub accounts. So I've set up 2 sub accounts. One is for my doggy daycare that I'm trying, that I'm working on getting this application set up for. And then this Tech Time with Tina is just the new one that I've been playing with. So for Wags and Whiskers, there's our little, that's the name of my daycare. And you can see I went in, I set up all the information for Wags and Whiskers. And then once I'm in here, I can go to my settings. And this is where kind of the information is about it. I'll go back. So I'm going to go here into Wags. I have a calendar set up so people can know to, I can add this calendar to the website. Let me see if I can scroll down here. Look at my sites. So here is a funnel. So here's my Wags and Whiskers funnel, and it basically just looks like a website. So I can edit this website. It's not as user friendly as some of the other sites that kind of do the AI for you. But basically what I do is I can add whatever I want. So I'm working on this, adding things to our site, right? So it just becomes like, it's just a straight up website. But when somebody clicks on this button, I can come over here and tell it where I want that button to send somebody. And it can go directly to our, where we book. So I'm going to kind of preview what I have done so far. So this is just, you can see up here is the link to the where it goes. If I click on book now, it goes directly out to our dog daycare calendar. From there, or I can scroll down here. So that was a calendar that we put up. I also can go here, and this one sends it to the app that we have in the App Store. They can literally, we'll put this directly into our dog and daycare software. So we'll know exactly. So all of those buttons I'll set up to go to this so that people don't have to go download the app or go to another website or whatever. And it's super easy. We just, to edit that, we just go, there and just tell that's what we're sharing. So I can go back over here. Let me close that one out. So I can go back over here. That's our payroll for the daycare. But I can edit these pages. So if I wanted, this top, I can change colors. I can do whatever. But the great thing is, right, is that you can come down here, and if somebody's on the website, I could, have a little form down here that they can fill out, and I can capture their name and email address or whatever it is that I want to do. So let's go back. That's the Wags and Whiskers one. But let's look at this clone. Let's look at this one. So this is something that you can do for people, like straight up. You can make a copy of something for somebody and then just send it to them, and then they don't have to do all the initial design. So this one is something that somebody created. This is just a funnel. So it comes in, it tells you, click here to get your free checklist. You come over here and you make sure that you tell it you want it to go where you want the page you want it to go to. That's my domain right there. I tell it, what they're going to get if they click on it. But let's just look at how this one works. So this is a true funnel. First name, Joe Smith, and we'll do send it. We'll use that email address and send it there. So now it's going to do that. And this is the default that the person who kind of cloned this is their video. So you would obviously replace that information. I'm going to come over here. We're going to go back. We're going to go down here to contacts. And now you'll see there's that Joe Smith with that information that I just captured. And I have it set. So it actually, the reason it's not showing is because I already used that email. So let's do that again, because I want to make sure I show you. I have it set. There's a setting in here that you can tell it not to use the same email. So let's go look at this one. Did I edit this one? No, I know that other one's edited. Let's look at this. So Tech Time with Tina opt-in. Let's edit it. Let's see. So that's going to create a pop-up setting. There's the pop-up. Let's see where it's going. It's going to my opt-in page. Let's see where this send here. What does send here do? My opt-in form. Let's try this again. Let's see if it'll go. Let's use a different email. Let's do Carolina. Oh, Carolina. Let's see if that'll work. So that hopped. So now let's see if that one got created. No. Oh, look, it's doing. Oh, it's because I'm using the same name, but there's Carolina Doggy Playland. So it is doing them. It's just we need to work on that a little bit. So cool. Awesome. So that's all I'm going to talk about today. I'm hoping that I'll clean it up a little bit, but I want to show everybody. All right, let me get rid of this. Let me find where we are. Sorry. Okay. So that's what we're going to do for today. Sorry. We will come back and try to make this. There we go. Let me kind of keep working on the high level, clicking around with it, playing with it, and seeing how it works. So thank you so much for coming to my very first live with my noisy dogs and my not knowing how to share my screen. But this is how you learn. So thank you so much.